Hi, good evening everyone. I'm Upasna Roy and I'm Assistant Professor in Kara College of Education. My guide is Dr. Smita Magre Madam. She is Head of Education Department, Mumbai University. And my topic is Desideratum for Grit and Growth Mindset as an important non-cognitive life skill for positive peace and its impact on diverse learner. So friends, when we are talking about grit, it is made up of four acronyms, that is the guts, resilience, initiative, and tenacity. As we all know, the mindset and having the right type of mindset is very important to do a work in a proper way. Usually, mindset we divide into broadly two parts. That is, one is the growth mindset, and second is fixed mindset. So, fixed mindset talks about means we are having the rigidity about certain things, pre-assumptions, perception, and we are very fixed about it. But the second growth mindset, which is very challenging, at the same time, it accept the challenges, whatever comes in a way. It is the main attribute of a winner, of a leader. And this type of mindset always wanted to try a new thing in a new setup, new phenomena. And failure is for them is not to accept very easily. They take it as a challenge, they take it as an opportunity to grow. So always this motto of the growth mindset talks about give it all yours. Redo if necessary. Even if it is necessary, unlearn, learn and relearn. Ignore giving up. Don't be into the negative attitude or into the dilemma whether it is things is going to be happening or not happening. Always give your best and take time to do it right. If we are not good, then definitely we are requiring time to do it in a proper way. What are the lacuna, what the gaps we can fill to have a positive attitude, positive mindset. So there are certain ways to develop grit, and it is passion. Definitely, it is the first and foremost. Then gritty culture. You are sitting with which type of human being, which type of group, which type of peers, which type of mentorship you are having. That is very important because if we are with them, surrounding with them, always you are getting to get intrinsic as well as extrinsic motivation. Your self-regulation will be more, and uh, time management will be much better, procrastination will be less, but definitely it will require practice, more and more practice, and there should be always aim and objective to doing certain things. So, what is the objective of this study? First is define the meaning characteristics of grit and growth mindset. Second is to understand the life skill and positive. So, peace is like when we are talking about this word peace, it is a five-letter acronym again. But P is first. P is only talking about positive culture, and the E is empathy, A is acceptance, C is culture or community of same type of people, and E is emotional. So to explore the application of soft skill in real life, how it is going to help, describe the perspective of grit and growth mindset, and then anticipate the challenges because life is not bed of roses for everyone. We all are having own set of challenges, difficulties, and but believe these difficulty challenges open up certain opportunities, and so we need to face it, we need to understand the way how we can going to do it. So with this I'm starting the introduction. It is always the roller coaster journey, but how much we are prepared, how much we are good to take it as the challenges. Don't get afraid with the constraint, with the issues. But the gritty people, they are having always attitude to do more and more. They do it deliberately and doesn't accept the failure very very often. They are having tendency to bounce back to the optimal level. They always see what can be done so that things will be carved out effectively. But for this, positive psychology plays an important role because positive psychology, as the word positive is saying, it is giving the positive attitude, positive politeness, uh, positive learning skills, and it sets the personal and interpersonal global peaceful situation which an individual mindset is having harmony within. So grit and growth mindset always channelize their energy in a better way so that desired outcome can be obtained. Even in NEP 2020, they also strongly advocate about the role of education and life skill development, certainly. It is also putting emphasis on critical thinking, not by the rote memorization, and it advocate about the having the good and holistic growth in human being, who all can capable of doing the rational things. They should have the good thought, actions, possessing compassion, empathy, courage, resilience, scientific temper, attitude, belief system, certain things. At the same time, life skill is very important in our life. How we can lead our life, that is in a big chunk decided by the which set of life skill we all are having. Are we getting chill after seeing any challenges, or uh, after seeing any major hurdle, our mind works in a on alternative solution, and then if best is not coming out, at least the second best or the third best, which we can opt and we can come out of that situation gradually. Later on we can improve on those situations. So resilience and grit and growth mindset, this develops the ability to cope with fear and the stress, and it is important how to overcome depict the story of success. So it also help us to understand bear the heat and the whatever the loss we all are having, but ethical and the moral practicing is very important. Due to these all things, need for this study has emerged in a very strongly. And what researchers found out, non-cognitive skill, which is intangible in nature, it play a very important and integral role in uplifting the self-esteem and the morale of the learner. It also improves the psychosocial philosophical mindset to improve in attitude, altitude, temperament, behavior for personal, professional, social uh, part. So life skill, actually these are the core element, which is also called as 21st century skill, and it helps to develop the positive interpersonal dealing. Through that, peace can be achieved and a good relationship can be also maintained. A role of co-experience positive growth and grit yields resonance, and it is like a echo which stimulates the situation, and harmony and the sustainability in the environment can be achieved. So right and dutiful thinking, ethical practice, integrity, these all things are very important to have a good community, good pro-social behavior. Usually success doesn't come very easily. It is having a price, and price is hard work, grit, and the ingenuity. So, what is the grit? The conceptual definition talks about, according to Duckworth, is the passion and sustained persistent applied towards long-term achievement, no particular concern for reward or recognition along the way. It combines resilience, ambition, self-control in the pursuit of goal having, and that take time and effort. Growth, it is the growth mindset is a tool which encompasses promotion, development, and cultivation of several non-cognitive factors. It also includes self-efficacy, motivation, and grit, and it is given by Dweck in 2040. Positive peace, it is not just only the absence of any type of war, and it is not the negative peace, but it is also presence of the condition, which is very important to just and sustainable peace, including access of all human right with the dignity. Researcher has done several literature review. Even the Dweck in 2016, they talked about the correlation between the growth mindset tampers the effect of poverty on academic achievement and influenced by structural factors such as socioeconomic background, psychological factors, and student beliefs about their abilities. Second study was by the Barbota in 2020, and the research, this researcher talked about growth mindset and grit. How do university student mindset and grit affects their academic achievement? And there was a questionnaire developed over there. Razavi in 2022, explored through this research about the Baha'i concept of peace in the context of discussion about the nature and focus of peace education, in particularly the role of moral education as an element of peace education. So it introduces the notion of human nobility and the oneness of humanity as a moral basis for holistic peace within a framework. The third one is the Ganesh 2008. He talked about pointed towards the conceptual foundation of the education for peace, EEEFP, integrated curriculum, review its contents and briefly describe its importance and impact of student. Zhang in 2017 talked about the teachers and student mindset in learning and impacts on academic achievement and relationship between the mindset and achievement in non-correlational. So these are the few here I have mentioned, although it is a n number of. So significance of the study is because in this progressive and democratic area, education has several negative impact also, and we can see the cutthroat competitions, the jealousy, different types of crimes, juvenile crimes, adolescent crimes, the unemployment, the anger, less tolerance, so many types of conflicts. Even in the world, there are several. There are the several types of disbelief, techno-concentrated complex lifestyle. Tired need to emphasize the human agency in community living. This can achieve by self-regulation promoted to cultivate and nurture the innate leadership skill of youth so that they may transform the challenges into opportunity and become torchbearer of the future by developing creative solutions. So self concepts like self acceptance, self directed learning, self determination, true self, these all things are very important to understand and to have a peaceful means of learning and leading life. Then non-cognitive skill for development of positive peace through the lenses of theory. What are the theories which are supporting it? So there are the several. So here Dweck definitely in 2020 he has talked about in a very deep way, and according to no, the philosopher, it has come that gritty people actually they are able to maintain their determination and motivation over a long period of time. So their setbacks, disappointments, the struggle, sacrifice, despite experience with failure and adversity, due to a special band of passion and persistence is very important. So they are having interest, practice, they have having purpose, and they are having the big thing which is the hope. So they do deliberate practice and experience more flow, and they are not just the critically gritty or not decisions we make are a matter of identity more than anything else. So it is very important. I have developed this equation after reading several paper. That was the growth mindset plus grit when it is coming. It is talking about optimistic self-talk. So means if I'm having these two, naturally I am aware of my strength and weakness, and then perseverance over adversity with renunciation and success, and it leads to success plus happiness, because success is not only in the monetary term, but it is also with the intangible things like the emotions and the happiness. So renunciation actually it is the foundational value. It is the godliness has two preconditions. First, love for all living being and absence of selfishness. Means it is not just I, me and myself, it is always about the we, and it is talking about the self direction as well as the other directed. Means all form of shapes and life, it is not about only the human being, but also with the environment, with the sustainability, and it is very very important. But yes, rightful duty is very important. Researcher has done a survey, and actually it was a national workshop also conducted on this topic, and more than 450 participants from different strata, different demographical reason, they participated for this workshop, and it went on very successfully note. So even the NCERT people and other types of dignitary were presented who appreciated this workshop. Researcher actually took a pre-study as well as post-study, post this seminar, and the result was very, very given the positive boost to the researcher. So the question first asked was, do growth mindset student have better life? And yes, collected almost a 97 to 98% participant. They agreed on it, and they said yes, it is very important, and bouncing back after meeting the roadblocks is actually the main thing. Do not give up so easily. Then the second question was, do growth mindset students enjoy a given task more than the less gritty peers? Yes, they all were assertive towards it. Grit and resilience attitude for growth, and they talked about several life skills are missing in them. So that's why this type of workshop should be organized at a very regular interval, and not only for the adolescents or for the pre-service, but yes, in service people we are also requiring, even the post retirement people are also requirement this. Then the third question was, do positive peace is more visible in gritty learners? Yes, the study was saying yes, definitely. And a deep enduring knowledge of what you want, which type of perseverance you are having, which direction actually you are moving, how much consistency you are having in your practice, and discovery, development, deepening of interest is very very important. And then it's also life skill is a buzz, and integration of the life skill with the peace education, and not only peace with the development of efficacy for the positive peace is very indeed it was requirement. So researcher took that questionnaire, and after statistical calculation these answers were emerged, and we are I'm very happy to get this response